You can play with 12 drops.
Yes,
15 drops.
I don't know why it suddenly occurred to me as I was getting ready. I think all the countries that I would never imagine I would sort of New Zealand would
I had. I think I had. There was one day I had 4. I should have.
La traje aquí de la silla. Ah, mira.
But yeah, I know you.
Ah, brilliant. And we're live from Portimão, South Africa versus China. 2 minutes to game time. Welcome to everyone dialing in. Kelvin, yes, we can have a selfie of me and Robin, but one of the players of the Sand Sharks, who shall remain anonymous due to confidentiality, has left her kit back in her room. If you do spot her wearing an inside-out green South African shirt, you'll know who that is. So Robin has just popped back to the hotel, and she will be back in a bit. She will most likely decline the offer of a selfie. If you are on the South African supporters group, both of our pictures are on there. South Africa playing in light, China in dark. It is pretty chilly on the fields this morning, between 8 and 10 degrees, but we'll warm up as we play. 1 minute to game. Hardly any wind at all. The large South African supporter contingent on the sideline giving Sharky's call. Let me pan over, and there they are. On the line for O for South Africa, we have Anna, Jamie, Doug, Richard, and Adam. Kerschyl helping on the sideline this side. But China will start with the disc. Game is on. Sand Sharks having a long warm-up this morning. Jamie activating. Adam in lots of space. Adam calling. Jamie going wide. Sand Sharks working hard downfield. Doug in space. Doug maybe going for the huck. He does. Puts it up. It's going to go over the China head. And straight to Adam for the score. Called by China. Good sportsmanship there.
Nice put down.
Or Sandra says, good sportspersonship. South Africa 1, China 0. Please do send coffee to the fields. Not all of the fields have early games this morning. This is South Africa's last game of the tournament. And they know they are going to leave everything on the field for this. On the line for South Africa, we have Pieter, Tina, Noku, Keanan, and Leah.
Sideline, echo the call.
Tina confirming the gender line. Two of the Chinese calling male gender, the other calling female. But the disc coming in.
What's your force?
Home! Still home!
You shoot with the disc, going over and deep. Keanan not aware. No South African players on that sideline to help him know that the disc was coming over his right shoulder. Sandjaks have been working on distributing their players on the sideline to help with those calls. Score is South Africa 1, China 1. Please do suggest in the chat what appropriate fines would be for any player who leaves their kit in the hotel room. On line on O, for South Africa. We've got Peach, Jamie, Sandra, Arno, and Kerschyl. China will come in with the pool. China have 3 men on the line, guys. It's a gender mismatch. The commentator has called a gender mismatch, and the Sandjaks are doing nothing about it.
Gender mismatch!
Shout it, shout it, echo it, echo it, shout a violation. Wave your hands in the air, that's right. Thank you. Commentator getting involved with the game. It's the one thing he knows how to do, is gender line calls.
That's incorrect.
What do you mean it's incorrect?
It's not a gender mismatch.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's wrong.
Commentator getting that completely wrong. Please suggest in the comments a fine for the commentator. Nice layout by Arno. Peach to Jamie, who needs to go for that. Unable to avoid contact. No foul called. Disc is in. Sandra nicely activating Arno, getting into space. Sorry, activating Peach. Peach should reset to Jamie. Jamie may go to Kersh, goes over the top. That's a risky throw. China getting a hand block on that. Welcome back, Robin. Did you find the kit? Great, thank you. This commentary team needs to disclose that it forced a gender mismatch call on this point, and it was an incorrect call. So please do help on future points. Robin is always on top of gender. I recall I said it was the one thing I know how to do, and apparently now there are 0 things I know how to do. China looking downfield, looking for that huck, and the huck is going up! Peach will need to work hard for that, but just out of bounds. Slight bit of wind coming from behind the camera to take that disc out. Jamie picking up. Just as the wind picks up a little. From left to right, across the field. Arno going right up to Kerschyl, who unfortunately spills that. She'll be very disappointed. That disc was straight through her hands. She had plenty of time to reset and catch that. She now needs to put that out of her mind, reset, and start on D. Just like the commentary team is putting out of its mind the gender mismatch call. Reminder that the score is 1-1. Disc is in. Peach working hard. He has a play on that. Lays out D. Peach has wanted a layout D in a game forever. We played on Chile Legends, our club team in Cape Town this year, and that's all he wanted to do. And now he's got that on the world stage. He's not going to fixate on that right now. We'll play the point. But he will save that in his replay bank for after the game for sure. Sandra picking up on sideline. Peach breathing hard. Sandra will activating Peach. No, activating Arno. Arno looking for the option, activating Peach. It's a vertical stack set in the end zone. Kerschyl has the opportunity to grab it. Gets both hands to it and unable to hold on. Lots of encouragement from the sideline to Kerschyl to keep her head up, to dig deep, and to play this point on D as hard as she can. China in the center, moving the disc around. Up the far sideline. Potential huck, Sandra shuts that down. China looking deep, coming around. Just out of grasp of their female player coming towards the camera. Everybody breathing deeply. Sand Sharks will want to score this and hope to hold on to any discs put into the end zone. Jamie resetting to Peach. Peach with a high pop to Arno. Arno popping to Peach. A pick is called. Peach was just about to put that into the end zone for Sandra, who was in plenty of space. And an injury has been called by China. Coming off. Sand Sharks have the opportunity to also substitute a player. And Arno is taking that option. Pieter coming on for Arno. Peach waiting for Arno to move off the field and for all the players to be ready. Peach still delighted with that layout D. Let's make it count for the Sand Sharks. Peach, high release to Sandra, who will need to grab that on the layout. Both hands onto the disc, putting her body on the line for the score. A mini spike, well, less of a spike, but throwing the disc to the ground in relief. I'm not sure what the gender is right now, Robin. Robin asking if it's men's 1. The score was South Africa 2, China 1. China have been good at their gender hand signals. Robin, in this pocket, there's a phone. Thank you. If you can hold this one, I can unlock that for you. Robin about to jump onto the live stream comments to see. Thank you, Alex. The level fine depends on who left. Robin's calling a gender mismatch. Let's actually see what happens here. I think we're all learning that we need to visit China more. I was there in 2006, and that hasn't helped me. China moving the disc around. Going to look for the huck. The huck goes up deep. Keanan needs to be aware of that. Not in. Anna having to work very hard here to get in front of this. The 7 cut will come in. Disc comes around and China scores. South Africa 2, China 2. Thank you, Robin. I feel a little bit better that you've also made a gender mismatch call, and apparently it wasn't, so that's 1 for 1 with us. Please do suggest fines for the commentary team.
You've got one job on D and it's not letting him get deep in it.
I've got one job.
Please.
On the line on offense for South Africa, we have Tina, Doug, Pieter, Adam and Noku. China are signaling a female gender line. South Africa have 3 men on the line.
I think that's what's confusing us. The Chinese
Do you think they're
people are
using
signaling-
opposite gender
They're
signals?
signaling their gender.
No, look. They're now signaling a male gender line. I think one of their players, they're signaling opposite gender lines at the same time. That's kind of why I'm getting confused. Doug on the full pickup, straight to Tina. Suddenly, gusty wind coming from behind me, right to left, wind reversing direction. Noku going up with an optimistic put. That would have required a more skillful throw than that. China resetting around. The wind dying down slightly. Still coming from right to left across the field. Adam working hard.
Nice. Good job, Noku.
Doug going to stop that huck. China resetting and moving.
All the way, all the way. Adam now. All the way, Adam.
Excellent work from South Africa to push that stall count high.
Up. All the way, Tina.
China still have the disc. Great defense by the Sand Sharks, forcing China to move the disc around, and eventually it is turfed. Doug with a pickup. Noku coming down the line. Noku unsure where to go. Doug putting it deep to Pieter, who almost lays out to grab that on the D, but not able to. Force call is away. It's hard away from Adam, forcing that up. Just coming up over, and great layout from China to grab that. Tina's hot. Throw comes up, but not able to connect. Tina picking up. Everyone quite tired. Noku running into traffic there, being directed with sideline, but going in the wrong direction from where sidelines try to send her. 4 players running through each other. Pick called. Just going up from Tina. Pieter will need to work hard for that, but not able to get in front of the player. He's boxed out nicely. A foul is being called. Back to Tina. Tina has called a foul on the disc. Took a while for the players to recognize. Foul's uncontested, disc in on 0. Tina going wide around to Adam, who might put that up. He does! Pieter will need to work hard for that. The wind seemed to push that down a little bit more than it would have been earlier on in this game.
Adam, you're hot. Adam, you're hot. Yeah, Adam, that's it, Adam.
South Africans less shy to go for the deep shots today, but are hoping to connect with that more. Good one-handed grab on the jump. Lots of sideline talk from the Sand Sharks sideline. Still count got to 6 there. South Africa happy to slow down the disc. South Africa have the sense that if they can shut down the Chinese men, they will win this game. Disc will go around. Doug will need to go up. Disc coming over. If there wasn't any wind, that would have been caught, but just enough wind direction, slightly from right to left across the field to take that out of the grasp of the Chinese player. This is a very long point.
It didn't go. It's in the field.
Doug is trying to walk the disc up. Some of the players confused about whether he needs to pick the disc up in the end zone or at the sideline. He can obviously walk the disc up or at the end zone. He can walk up the disc to the end zone line. Play continues. Tina will need to lay out for that. She does! One-handed, left-handed grab. Excellent by Tina, who goes for the put to Pieter, but the Chinese player working very hard to get on the end of that. Layout D, one-handed too. The increase in layouts is showing how the teams are getting more and more tired. China wisely calling a timeout so that both teams can regroup.
So we had a comment saying that I think on the line the Chinese players are showing their gender.
Thank you, Sam. Yes, we got your comment there. Chinese players saying the Sand Sharks, their personal gender status, the Sand Sharks can mark off correctly, not showing the points gender match. Robin, that would be very helpful to pass on to the Sand Sharks. Now would be a good time after the huddle breaks up. And then we can show Robin walking onto the field. There's been request on the live stream to...
Hi everybody.
I mean, the request wasn't to take off your jacket, but thank you for exceeding expectations. That's true. Robin is wearing the official supporter kit of the Sand Sharks.
Order yours. Order some if you would like.
And on the back it says RSA, I believe. Yeah, that's it. Sand Sharks often have benefited from this tournament from game analysis and input from experienced players back home. Nick Zalumis has been watching every single game and going through it, doing game analysis and sending recommendations to the team's leadership for what to do, what to adjust as the tournament has progressed. Nick is the head coach of the team, unfortunately unable to be on site, but heavily involved nonetheless. China are picking up the disc 2 meters in from the sideline in the end zone. Peter taps the disc in. Huck goes up immediately. That will float a lot and lands on top of the tents. One of the the Dutch players from the previous game laying out into her friend to stop it landing on her head, unable to do so. Doug slowly walking the disc. A vert stack is called in the end zone. Sand Sharks very slow to get to this vertical stack. Disc is in. Noku cutting. Doug going to put that to Tina, who lays out again. Two-handed grab this time. Can she put it up for the score? She does! To Adam around the laying out Chinese player. South Africa 3, China 2. Some of the Chinese heads are dropping already, which is good news for the Sand Sharks, but we hope that both teams stay as engaged as they can for this game, the last for both of this tournament. Five minutes to half-time is the call of the volunteer keeping time. Only 5 points scored in this game so far. Some very long points already played. On D for South Africa, we have Sandra, Kenny, Jamie, Peach, and Anna. Yeah, I can confirm, Sam, looking at the Chinese team, they are, each of them, displaying their own gender. There are 5 of them on the line. Let me pan over to that quick. Haven't seen that before. That's actually really helpful. Just coming in from Sandra. Pick up from China. Quite a slow pick up there. Play around. That was a remarkable travel from the Chinese player. Moving the disc around. Sandra asking the sideline to talk to her. Disc reset to the middle, will potentially come down the line. Peach live to that. Sandra trying to stop her player, who fakes deep and comes under. Comes back. South Africa doing well to hold the disc in the space. Layout attempt from Anno and D there, just out of reach. Peach with getting in front of his player, perhaps baiting that D slightly. Baiting the throw rather. Getting in front, slapping the disc to the ground. South Africa will want to do their best to hold this. Anna has been called back. It's unaware, and now she's coming up. Kenny clearing out. Sandra needing to lay out for that. The wind making that forehand throw from the far sideline towards this side quite tricky. Sandra going up. Peach will need to do something magical to get on the end of that. Turnover. Slow fake of a hammer there, but not on at all. Huck going up. Peach needing to work hard there. Will he get there? His player had about 5 meters of separation on him when the Huck went up. And China score to take it to South Africa 3, China 3.
You can do it, Jesse.
2 minutes to half time, which may well be reached during this point if the points continue lasting as long as they have this game so far. South Africa are on O, and on the line we have Noku, Doug, Chris, which I think is his first point this game, Kerschyl and Leah. I don't think I've seen Leah on yet either. Some fresh players on the line. Let's see what that does for the Sand Sharks. Disc coming in from China, reaching exactly the halfway mark. Doug quickly picking up, quickly moving to Chris. This is great play from the Sand Sharks. Alive to the options. Doug cutting under, looking for the option. Good layout from China. With both players pulled down by the sand monster there. Disc tapped in. Chris will be alive to the steep option, taking away the under. Good defensive work from Chris, stopping that. China moving the disc around. Directing traffic to the far side of the field. D attempt by Leah there, just out of bounds. Resetting, calling his player under. Chris will lay out, getting in front of his player. Excellent work from Chris. Doug taking a little more time this time to pick up the disc to give everyone time to get into position. He's going to look for Noku. Noku goes for that with both hands. Half time has been reached. Doug going up to Leah, who does get in front of her player, but unable to hold on to that. Turnover. China will pick up on the front of their end zone.
Okay, South Africa, let's dig deep. No jogging. One more, then we can rest. Let's go.
Chris taking away the under, but alive to the deep cut. Some separation. Sideline calling Chris's hot, meaning that his player might be thrown to at any minute. China moving the disc around. Slight wind picking up from behind the camera. This huck might go up. It does. If that sits, that will be an easy score for China. The layout was needed. Both hands. And China break to go 4-3 up against Sand Sharks. Let's go, Arno. Team needs some encouragement. China absolutely thrilled with that. They know how big that point is. That last point, the momentum swung slightly towards China. Can the Sand Sharks come back and hold their offense to bring the score to 4-all? They're currently trailing by 1. Disc switching sides as it's halftime, which means that South Africa are on D South Africa calling 3 men on the line. China showing... Well, the hand signals have gone, so I'm not sure what's going on. But it seems that we have resolution. On D for South Africa, we have Kenny, who will come in with the pull. Adam. Keanan. Anna and Tina. The wind coming and going. It's now completely dropped for Kenny's pull, which comes in. Caught on the full, reset to the middle.
Okay, looking good, Rekha, looking good, looking good.
Excuse me, that's Richard on the line, not Adam. That huck might go up. Richard alive to that. China working hard, South Africa working hard. D attempt from Keanan there, but out of reach. China will look down the line. Tina is alive to that. Stall 9 reached. Hail Mary hammer thrown. And not able to connect. Excellent defensive work from the Sand Sharks there, shutting down all possible passing options. This is what they'll need to do as a team on every point. Kenny picking up on the sideline. Disc is in. Richard is gone. Kenny is hucking that. That is going to sit high. Richard has read that excellently. Slight bit of wind bringing that towards him. Great decision making from Richard. Kenny to Richard. Keanan needing to move. Holding. Not activated. Keanan needing to clear out. Still 8. Richard having to throw something. More movement needed from the Sand Sharks in the end zone there to give options, either clearing out or making a cut.
Let's go, RSA, let's go! Let's go, RSA!
But excellent work from Richard in reading the disc, making good throwing decisions to reset, moving that all up to give the opportunity to go for a score. China picking up on the far sideline. Keanan on D. Keanan giving a flat force, shading slightly away. China putting it up the line. Layout D attempt from Richard. Will that huck go up? Richard forcing away. Huck has gone up. Up called from the sideline. The player's foot was on the tape, not in called. Directing traffic. Kenny shutting that down. Excellent layout D from Richard, and as a team the Sand Sharks shut down all of the options. Stall count reaching 9. Desperate throw made. Sharks able to D that. Can they hold the offense now? Tina calmly looking for Richard. Richard moving to Kenny, or calmly put it up the line to Richard. Keanan cutting under, putting up the line. Kenny will need to lay out, but too far. All the players on the field looking absolutely exhausted.
Let's go, Tina. Respect the deep.
Which team is going to hold the score? This huck is going to go up. That is a great connection. Can they bring it around? China do. Outside in forehand for the score. China 5, South Africa 3.
Oh, really? Oh. I know nothing. Nice. Nice.
There's some contestation around half-time right now. Half-time was called 2 points ago, and the Sand Sharks thinking that half-time is only happening now. Some talking on the sideline there, but time is still ticking down. This is the most challenging point of this game for the Sand Sharks. They have to pull it back. They're on 0. If they hold, they will close to within 1 point of China. On the line for South Africa, we have Sandra, Jamie, Pieter, Adam, and Leah. At this point of the tournament, on day 5, I believe, a lot of mental resilience being asked for or demanded from the players. Volunteer appears to have forgotten about time and forgotten about blowing whistles, which probably suits Sand Sharks just fine. Pull coming in. Quite a tired pull from the Chinese player. Can Sand Sharks exploit that? Jamie quickly picking up. We'll centre that to Sandra. Sandra grabs that well as that disc comes straight out of the sun for her. Adam unable to hold on. And a turnover. Trying to pick up. Trying to look for the huck maybe. Peter's shutting that down. Pieter will need to keep working. Keeps working that. Goes for a flying foot block. Stops that. Sandra working hard to shut that Tracker player deep. China calmly moving the disc back and forward. Going up. Coming back. Layered attempt from Adam. No hand signals there. China thinking about making a call and have not made a call. That is great sportspersonship from the Chinese player. Jamie will slowly come towards the disc and pick up. South Africa playing a vertical stack. Leah front of stack. Adam in the middle. Pieter deep. Pieter looking very switched on. Something tells me he's going to go for the score here. Pieter laying out with both hands. Making that a safe grab, going for scuba, the upside down throw to Sandra, who will take the safe option to switch it to Pieter, who Jamie comes under into lots of space, grabs that safely, puts it around to Pieter for the score! South Africa worked hard for that, making good throwing, making decisions, not putting the disc into traffic, waiting for the options, swinging it wide, up the line for the score. China 5, South Africa 4. Game time is 35 minutes, 10 minutes to full time. On D for South Africa, we have Jamie, Anna, Chris, Peach, and Tina. The wind picking up, coming from directly behind the camera. Jamie has a challenge to keep this disc in and to get some distance on it, which she does really well. China picking up, centering.
Work hard, Sharks! Get this 10!
Anna's player looking downfield. She's tracking her closely. Huck fake. China doing a lateral cut to get free there. Contact. Chinese player trying to call something, but actually still being sucked into the sand by the sand monster. Just taking a moment to reset. The foul has been called. Justin Peach not noticing the foul being called, asking the player to call the foul again. Call is foul, uncontested. Disc is in. The huck may go up here. Justin happy to allow that option. High stall count. Turnover as the Chinese player gets both hands to the disc, but it slips through. Looking very tired there. But a stall out called from Justin Peach. Thought that stall count got pretty high. Anna immediately going, and Chris laying out for that. One of the Chinese players trying to make a violation call, but just confusion all around. So the decision is the turnover stands, and China will pick up in their end zone. China setting their first vertical stack of the game. Jamie will be alive to the deep option. Handler activated. Chris will shut that down. No options there. Foul has been called. I think Peach will uncontest that, but let's see. Justin Peach, known as a very fair player. Peach deciding to uncontest, which means the disc comes in on 0.
Chris, you got this, Chris! Stay on him, Chris! Chris, you got this! Chris, you got this! Keep doing that, Chris!
Excellent marking by the Sand Sharks, shutting down the options. Oh, the Chinese player unable to hold on to that. The Sharks won't mind that at all. Jamie immediately putting up to Anna, who's worked hard to get into space. Got separation with her mark. South Africa with the score, which brings it to 5-all. Chinese player slowly walking off, absolutely devastated to drop the disc in such a vulnerable position.
Sorry, sir. Maybe a bit too close. Okay, you're a good player, man.
Thank you, China.
Yeah. Let's go!
On D for South Africa, we have Richard, Adam, Kenny, Leah, and Kerschyl. Wind has completely died down.
Show your gender. Kerschyl, show your gender.
Kerschyl, the South African team is starting to do the same thing as the Chinese, which is to echo their own gender. But not everyone has got that message, so still some confusion on the line. Robin, you might want to help Kersh with that call.
As far as I'm aware, it's a men's line.
I mean, if all the rest of the players on the South African team are showing their own gender, and she's showing,
It's a men's line.
yeah. Still lots of confusion. Kenny saying that the Chinese team does not believe the South Africans on gender. Keanan? To resolve this, one thing that is working, the Chinese team are showing their own gender on the line. We need to do the same thing, but everybody needs to get the memo, because not everyone has. If you can pass that on, I think that would be helpful.
It's point 11, so it technically should be ladies.
Women's line being called by China, men's line being called by South Africa.
Men's, ladies, ladies, men's, ladies, ladies, men's, ladies, ladies, for 11.
So Keanan is saying ladies. Hand signal, Keanan, please. Thank you.
Ladies.
We have finally agreed on a ladies line. If anyone is traveling with an international team at a tournament, helping with gender lines would be really, really helpful. Pen and paper is the easiest way to do it, as someone who's done this myself. Jamie has come in for Adam. Disc is in.
Kerschyl,
Disc has landed just in and is centered by China, who will keep it moving. Jamie forcing towards the camera, away. Oh, that is unlucky. Not enough rotations on that disc and it fluttering out of grasp of the Chinese. Will Jamie look for... Jamie activates Kenny. Kenny going deep and coming back under. Kenny over the top to Jamie, who while running backwards away from the disc is able to grab it. Excellent connection there. Are we on YouTube comments, Robin?
Just encouragement.
Great. Thank you for the encouragement to Sandsharks. I did pass this, or attempt to pass the stream onto the Chinese team, but was only able to find their Instagram account for their Beach Worlds team from 2023. So they've got the link. I also went through the entire player roster and looked for accounts on Instagram, but unable to find them. The score is South Africa 6, leading for, I believe, the first time in the game. China 5. I might be wrong about that leading. On D for South Africa, we have Pieter, Adam, Sandra, Keanan, and Noku. Just coming in. Oh, the wind is going to catch that. Will it take it out? It just takes it a meter out of the sideline, and a brick is being called. Trying to walk it up to the brick mark, which is a tied piece of red tape.
Straight force.
Cheng with the disc. China playing a vertical stack. Lots of separation between their players. Wind suddenly gusting from right to left, making this quite tricky. If a huck goes up, it will be very spicy. That is full time. China putting that up. Sandra just out of her reach. And China score. Score is 6-all, which means this is universe points. South Africa playing their, what is this, Robin? Third universe point of the tournament? Played once, one against Lebanon, one against the UAE.
And one against Venezuela, so it's
Did we play one against Lebanon? Game 2, 7.
Game 2, 7.
7.
Yeah. Game 2, 7.
Regardless, I remember at least 2 universe points. Yes, we lost against the UAE and that was devastating. One against one of the other countries. Sandsharks will start with the advantage, starting on offense. Massive point for both teams. The last point of the tournament. Doug on the far side confirming with the Chinese team that we are playing a game to 7, which was the call from the player on this side, just to my left. Doug confirming gender line, which looks to be a men's line. Yes. So, for the last point of the tournament, on the line for South Africa on O, we have Kenny, Anna, Pieter, Peach, Jamie.
It's not universe.
Doug is saying it's not universe. I don't know what that means. Disc coming in, floating, coming back as the wind catches it. That wind's still gusting from right to left. That's quite unkind on that pull for China, but Kenny will gratefully pick up. Kenny puts it up immediately. Justin Peach catches it about 4 meters outside of the end zone. That wind making it too tricky to put that up. But Peach was alive for that deep option. Pieter on disc. Disc is in. The huck will go up immediately. Peach needs to be aware. He's not. No calls from up from the South African sideline. Peach going deep. That's sitting forever. China laying out for the score. The South African team are regrouping for the next point. So it appears the game is not over. Consider me quite confused, but we will solve that afterwards. Score is China 7, South Africa 6. So I believe that this is a game to 8 right now. So all of that excitement that I gave about last point of the tournament and Universe Point and all of that was just to rile up specifically Jason Guard and also Paul Vickers and possibly Ant. Ant is my team captain for Chile Legends back in Cape Town and is well known for saying things. On O for South Africa, we have Leah, Pieter, Anna, Doug, and Noku. Disc coming in. The wind helping that downfield a little, but it is less than last point. Doug resetting to Pieter. Can the Sand Sharks stay calm during this point? Anna resetting to Doug. Doug looking deep, Pieter coming under. Both Noku and Pieter cutting into the same space, which shut down that option. Anna moving around and putting it to Leah. Leah to Doug. Massive wind gust coming from right to left. This will be a very tricky throw. Oh, the wind just catching that and taking it out of grasp, but it's sitting forever. You can get a sense of how windy it just got. China might go for that huck. It will be spicy if that disc goes up. Resetting. The wind dropping and then gusting back up again. Disc going up, but that will be layout attempt, both hands bobbling it and dropping the disc. Turnover. Pieter with the pickup. Pieter to Doug. Doug juking back and forth, send his player inside, putting the disc up to Anna. Anna activating Pieter. Pieter calling for Doug. Doug moving infield for that. Signaling Leah for the 7 cut. Leah does that, but her player shuts her down. Doug clearing out of there.
Nice. Anna, make your cut.
Anna being called to make a cut. Great disc from Pieter, nice and calm. Pieter going up the line. Anna to Pieter, great connection. South Africa score to make it 7-all.
Second universe.
Justin Peach has called the second universe point of the game. South Africa calling a timeout. The volunteer unaware that a timeout has been called. This will be interesting because the volunteer will most likely blow the whistle for the disc to come in, unaware that timeout has been called. Hopefully the Chinese player has informed the volunteer who is responsible for timekeeping that we have more time than usual. Female gender line signaled by Doug. Timeout echoed to the Chinese team by their sideline players. South Africa will be a combination of trying to be as relaxed as possible while being, at least speaking for myself, absolutely terrified regarding what's going to happen next. These are the moments that count. South Africa is on D for this universe point. On the line we have Tina, Jamie, Chris, Arno and Leah. Gender lines confirmed by both teams and the disc coming in. Great pull by Tina. Landing and rolling, centered by China. South Africa want to work as hard as they can for this turnover. Wind suddenly gusting from behind me quite strongly. Just coming over, out of reach of Chris. Chris forcing hard away, or hard home rather, away from the camera. Just coming around. Oh, just popping through the Chinese player's hands. That is really unlucky. Tina to Jamie. Wind strongly coming now from directly behind the camera. The wind is all over the place. Tina to Jamie. South African women really trust each other. Jamie putting it up to Leah. Leah needing to lay out for that, as it's a bit low and unable to grab onto that. Turnover. Both teams very loud on the sidelines. China's picking up. Justin Peach on the sideline talking to Jamie, who's shutting down that option. Hammer is faked. Just coming around. One-handed grab by the Chinese player, shaking the sand out of her face. High stall count, just coming up. Arno just out of his reach. Working hard. Jamie's hot. Just coming around. Jamie will need to try to get in front of that, but it's well short of her, and China score. They're absolutely thrilled.
Well done, SA!
Congratulations to China for taking that game on Universe Point. Able to hold on to that for the score. Justin Peach rallying the team. Heads up, Sharkies. It's the call as they line up. Give high fives. Well played, China. Well played, South Africa. Final score, China 8, South Africa 7. This is the Sand Sharks' first tournament at an international level for beach in South Africa. We hope you have enjoyed watching, been with the team through the highs and lows. Please do send your encouragement to the team, individually and as a collective. And for those of you who play a lot of grass, please do come and play some beach, so that in 2 years' time, 2027, we have a larger pool of options to select from. The American beach selection consisted of 400 players applying to 2 different selection camps, one on the East Coast, one on the West. 100 players were selected to go to each of those training camps. So already 100 needed to be somehow weeded out before the camps even began. All of the teams trained together for that selection. 9-hour training day, which I think you can appreciate. Running around on sand for that amount of time is absolutely exhausting. And from that, their teams were chosen. Those are the kind of numbers that currently South Africa can only dream about, but perhaps this is early days. This is me signing out from Portimão. Please do dial in later today for the France versus USA mixed game. For the, I believe that is the either the 5th or 6th place playoff, or the 7th or 8th. This is a replay, I'm informed by Sandra, of the finals of the mixed division from 2 years back. We'll be coming to you live from there in just a couple hours.